Hey guys, just a quick reminder, the giveaway is still going on, so if you're interested in entering, comment down below with the hashtag NC2. You can also join the Discord channel, send me an email at nocounters.nocombos@gmail.com, or of course send me a message on my PlayStation Network ID, which I'll link in the description down below. Enjoy the video and good luck to all the entrants. What's up everybody? Welcome back to No Counters, No Combos. Today we're going to do something a little bit differently. We haven't done something like this in quite some time, but I've been having a lot of conversations with people in a Discord chat, and a lot of different people have asked to see this type of video. So we're going to call it Tech Talk. Basically, I'm going to do short videos and talk about cards that aren't normally seen in the priority of deck lists. But that are still really good and really viable if used correctly. So this is going to be the first episode of Tech Talk. We're going to try to get one of these out every week for you guys so that you can see some of the cards that aren't heavily played but that can still, swing the momentum in your favor or do some damage depending on the matchup that you're in. So for today's episode, we're going to talk about, let me just pull it up over here. We're going to talk about Assassination Plot. Now, Assassination Plot is a really good card if you read it. So it's a 4-drop extra card that requires 2 red energy. And let's look at the card here. I'll put it up on the screen for you guys so you can read it. But what it says here is activate main, choose any number of opponent battle cards of which the total power adds up to 30,000 or less and KO them. So basically what this is, it's a board wipe. And the reason this card is good is because it can take care of multiple bodies on board for 4 energy. Everybody hard casts Kale or Beerus or the promo Gohan to blow up a card. Now, obviously, Kale is better than the other two because it can blow up multiple targets. Mass Saiyan is also a really good card because it comes in and, similar to Kale, will blow up multiple targets. But the only drawback for Mass Saiyan is it can't blow up blockers. So why is Assassination Plot good? I'll tell you why. Because those other cards are restricted to blowing up a threshold cost. So for example, Kale can only blow up to 5 or less energy. Mass Saiyan can only blow up to 5 or less energy. They're restricted to going past that 5 drop. But Assassination Plot doesn't target the threshold cost. It targets the power of the card. So you're not really limited to blowing up a 7 or 8 drop or 6 drop or 5 drop. As long as it's 30,000 or less power, you cast it and you blow it up. Now, would I tap out for this card? Probably not, because if you tap out for this card, unless it's like a dire situation, you're not going to have anything for setup or protection for next turn. But would I drop this on turn 5 with like an open energy, like blue energy? Yeah, absolutely. I actually run this card main deck in my Trunks deck that I took to States, and this card did help me a lot throughout the tournament. I played against a Golden Frieza round 1, and you know how Golden Frieza loves to flood the board with all their blockers. You're talking Goldos, you're talking the Sorbets, the 1-drop Friezas. Those guys can get pretty pesky, especially when you're playing an aggro deck, and they have all these blockers on board that are just going to stop you in your tracks. So pop an Assassination Plot on board, blow up all their blockers. What do they do next? They're just going to have to take that damage to the face. The other reason I like Assassination Plot is for those decks that don't really run Destruction main board, a 1-of can kind of save you. So mainly for the most part, the reason I started thinking about using this card was for 7-drop Cell. 7-drop Cell is a 30,000 power double strike attacker, and that's super hefty, especially in an aggro deck where you're not really manning negates. You're just using combo cards to get over the potential damage that your opponent's going to do to you. So that was the first instance where I thought of Assassination Plot. And it worked really well. I actually did cast it on the 7-drop Cell and took him off board, and my opponent was not expecting it. You get Cell chained for 3 cards. I think they're in a comfortable position. You're not going to come back from being down so many cards in your hand, and they've just ripped out so many cards. And you drop the Assassination Plot, and then you go off with your, at least in my deck with the Trunks, drawing off the leader, comboing and drawing even more cards. So it kind of extends your plays and gives you more life. Like, not life as in the energy that you use in the game, but like life, like longevity is a better word. So don't sleep on this card. I might sound a little naive when I say this, but I usually tell people that there's no such thing as a bad card in this game. Every card has its area where it's going to thrive in. I mean, perfect example, look at the Manaka extra card. When that card first came out, everybody considered it to be trash. I never thought it was a trash card because, you know, the Vegeta leader was a thing. You give your leader double strike and it's critical, you know, that was a thing. But then Mecha Frieza came out and it was able to abuse that card to literally +2 every turn and take energy, you know, take life away so that it can awaken, and it became pretty much a staple in any Mecha Frieza deck. So my recommendation is don't sleep on any card. If you want to run something, play it because you want to play it and you want to test it out. Don't let people tell you what to play. I mean, it's always good to listen to other people's advice and to like hear out what people have to say. But don't let anybody ever tell you that, oh, that card is bad, you shouldn't run it. If you can find a way to make it work and it works for you, then that's the most important thing. So any of you red players out there, if you're looking for destruction and you can't get your hands on Kales or Beeruses, don't fit in your deck the way it runs or the way it's built, try out one Assassination plot. You'll be able to take out multiple threats per turn, you know, if they have low cost of power on board, and you'll be able to take out a big drop because it's not restricted to any energy costs. So that's pretty much it. You know, that's the first episode of Tech Talk. I hope you guys enjoy this type of video. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any cards that you want to see talked about on this channel that we would consider tech or spicy cards that aren't really run main deck nowadays. Thank you guys for all the support. Don't forget the giveaway is still active. We have a couple weeks left, so get those entries in so you guys can benefit off the prizes. Like the video. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications next time I drop my next video. And always subscribe. Thank you so much for the support. We'll see you next time.